In the next 24 hours from the moment I'm recording this, we will finally be getting a new Bleach game for consoles after waiting for over a decade for one. But before you get your hands on a copy, there are 10 things you must know so that you can assure yourself that your money wasn't wasted and that you have the best experience on the game. So let's get into them. Let's start off with the fact that there's 3 different editions that you can get your hands on for this game, with Ultimate Edition being the one that offers the most rewards. But previously, during the advertisements of the pre-order screens, they would only show 2 out of the 5 costume sets that you can get for the 1000-Year Blood War one and the Rebirth of Souls pack. Just recently though, that's all been revealed with all the costumes that will be coming with the pre-order, starting with the 2 that we already know, which is Rangiko and Byakuya, and the other remaining 3 will be Nell's 1000-Year Blood War costume, Grimmjow's 1000-Year Blood War costume, and Mayuri's 1000-Year Blood War costume. And that's the complete set for the 1000-Year Blood War costume set we're going to be getting. Now, as far as the Rebirth of Souls costume set, we saw that they were only showcasing Renji and Urahara's unique costume set that's unique to this game. But the other 3 characters that are also going to be getting these unique costume sets from the pre-order are Gin, Shunsui, and Kenpachi. And I gotta say, they all look pretty sick. That's exactly why I ordered the Ultimate Edition. I mean, come on. Just looking at Rangiko, that was enough for me. I'm sorry. Now, moving on to the second thing that I think you guys should all know before getting your hands on this game is the fact that you can actually get these editions for cheaper than originally listed. Now, this is mostly going to pertain to PC players, so if you guys want to go ahead and skip ahead, I have timestamps on the bottom for you guys. But essentially, if you go to this website called GG Deals, it's a marketplace that shows other key shop listings for the same exact Steam key that you would be getting from Steam itself at a cheaper rate. And I haven't used it myself personally, so full disclaimer, take it with a grain of salt, do your own research. But according to the reviews that I've seen, it's all trustworthy, hasn't really been an issue, but still keep on guard and make sure what you're buying is, you know, actually legit. But the price difference honestly is really worth it. I mean, we're talking about like 25% discount, 20% discount. It all depends on the time that you guys are looking at. You know, if you were looking at this a month ago, it would have been cheaper. Maybe now it might be a little bit higher since it's closer to the game and the demand for it. Maybe it's a lot higher. Definitely check out that website and see if you can get your hands on a cheaper deal. As far as my console players, I'm sorry, I do not know any other way for you guys to get it cheaper other than just finding your local shop, seeing if you could chop it up with them or something and talk a deal down. I don't know. But moving on to the third thing that I wanted to mention in today's list is the fact that I want you guys to double check which console you guys are thinking about getting it on, because today Bandai actually just released a full map showing when the release times are for each region and console. So if you are a PC gamer like myself, you are in luck because we'll be getting it 6 hours earlier than consoles in the Eastern time zone. Now, this is all going to be different depending on the region that you guys are located in. But for me, for once, PC players finally beat the PS5 owners. You know, they usually get the exclusives and all the lucky deals and getting stuff early. So it's cool to see that. I was actually going to get it on PS5, but that just pretty much sealed my deal. So I will be getting it. Well, I already got it on Steam. I don't know why I'm saying I will be getting it. I already got it. But now let's go ahead and move on to things that actually pertain to the game itself and the features that it's offering. So this one might be a deal breaker for some of you guys, but the game will be launching with no ranked mode. Now, I don't know anything about if it's going to be implemented in the future. I'm pretty sure it is, especially with like all the hype and potential that this game has as it is right now. But as of this moment, confirmed by people who already own physical copies of it, there is no ranked mode. So unless they go ahead and add it within the next 24 hours up until release, I don't know what to tell you guys about that. But what I could say to lift your spirits up a little bit more and be a little bit more excited for this game is the fact that there will be custom lobbies. You will be able to invite your friends, storm connections, you know the pain. And there's actually a text chat that's been implemented, so you can go ahead and talk your smack with the players you're going up against. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature. Nowadays, people, for whatever reason, don't really use mics as much, and it's just not implemented into online features as much anymore anyways, especially when it comes to these games. I mean, do y'all remember when Naruto had mics. That was a crazy time. But before we get off topic, I thought that was pretty cool, and there's actually a thing that mentions sparring, so maybe this is like a training online type of mode. Not too sure about it, but we'll go ahead and see once the game releases. But speaking of other modes that are being offered with this game aside from the online aspect is the story mode, which starts from the moment Ichigo gets his Shinigami as a substitute Soul Reaper and then ends with the famous Ichigo versus Aizen battle in the Arrancar arc. So y'all already know how that final battle went, and from what I'm hearing, this story mode and the cutscenes and everything is somewhat similar to what Storm was producing in their game. So if you're someone who's never watched Bleach, this is honestly probably the best way to date to catch up with 2/3 of the anime, I would say, without actually reading or consuming the anime itself. And hey, let me just say that 20 hours of this beats watching 360 or however much it is episodes of Bleach and then not liking it then. You know, that's just me though. But speaking of that iconic battle that happens there at the end, a lot of people obviously had questions about whether the Dangai and Mugetsu Ichigo would be playable in this game. And this week we actually got confirmation that yes, he is a part of the character roster, but the only way to obtain him is from completing the whole story. So if you guys want to play as either Dangai or Mugetsu Ichigo, which I mean they're pretty much one character, so I don't know why I'm saying it in two separate terms, you have to complete the whole story. There's just no way around it. You cannot buy your way to getting him. You cannot do some cheat codes like the old days. No, it's hard, raw inputs from your own time and your own experience to get that man in your roster. And if for whatever reason that doesn't scream special privileges, well, let me just tell you that Ichigo is the only character who breaks all rules of Rebirth of Souls and can instant win in 3 hits. Now it's a little more to that obviously, but in yesterday's video I actually did go ahead and explain how it works and just go more into depth about what to expect from that moveset. So if you guys want to watch that, go ahead and click right here and watch that for a better understanding. But it doesn't end there, because while all of this is happening, Ichigo gets his own soundtrack. Which is gonna lead me to the next thing about this game that makes it so unique, aside from the fact that every character itself is unique to their characteristics. When evolutions are activated, each character gets their own theme song. So whether you're a Soul Reaper fan wanting to hack and slash to a metal song, or a Quincy who prefers just a bit more flashy and upbeat style, I'm sure you'll find something for you within the 33 character roster we have here in this game. And speaking of rosters, each character is said to have their own custom color set, and some even have special costumes. And while I can't go into too much depth about this as I don't know yet how to obtain these items myself, maybe this is where those soul crystals come into play. So if you're someone who really cares about cosmetics and, you know, just standing out from the crowd, maybe you might want to go ahead and get your hands on that Ultimate Edition, because you are getting a good amount from that pre-order bonus as well. And finally, did you know that there's actually a website that's made specifically for Rebirth of Souls that gives you a detailed explanation of everything you need to know about each character and their full movesets? I mean, there's even other notable content creators affiliated with the creators of this website, such as Globku. I don't know necessarily the whole team here, but these are the names of the people who created this website, so shout out to them. They did a wonderful job just going ahead and breaking down everything you guys need to know about all 33 characters that we have in this game. And not even just that, but we also have the different modes and game aspects that you should expect to see once this game is officially publicly released. So they went ahead and broke down as much as they can all those different things. So if you guys want to check it out, go check out resourceofsouls.com. From what I know, they're going to continue to update this as the time goes on. So be prepared to use that as your dictionary for whatever you need to know about the game. And with that, those are the 10 most important things that I think all of you should know before getting your hands on a copy of BLEACH Rebirth of Souls. I'm sure there's many other things that I may have missed, but if I went ahead and focused on that, this video would be too long. And the game hasn't even released yet, so we have so much other days ahead of us to go ahead and dive into all of that. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to smash that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on the next BLEACH Rebirth of Souls upload on this channel, because we are about to go crazy. But I think I've had enough yapping for today. I gotta go ahead and preserve my voice for tomorrow's video, because I'm gonna be screaming Bankai from the top of my lungs. If you guys want to see that, stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Peace.